Hi everyone, I'm Kate. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna paint more golden trumpet flowers. Let's get started. The official name of this tree is called Ipau amarelo. It's a Portuguese name, a national flower of Brazil. The interesting thing about this tree is that it attracts bees and lots of birds. The birds actually eat them. So this is the second time that I paint these flowers, and I'm gonna paint different birds and combination. And we're gonna use just two colors in this painting plus ink. So the yellow, and take some yellow and a bit of orange color to start with the flowers. I always load enough ink for me to finish at least one flowers. If I know that there is still water contained in my brush, I will simply take more yellow color, test them, and then dip some more orange color and paint. In these sections, I am not cutting out any of the time that I load the brush so that you know how long and how much I load the paintbrush. I'm also not going to fast forward my painting in this video because you can do it yourself if you want to jump into the next stage, which is the branches and birds. So, but for those who are new to my painting, and some of you may be interested in watching the whole process and see the speed of painting, you can watch along. At the end of the day, this painting is under 10 minutes. One of the reasons why I paint the same subject again is because I come up with a new composition and wanted to give it a try. The other reason is that because this subject is new to me, I've never learned it before from my teacher and I've never done it before, so I painted a couple of times before I demonstrated in front of you guys. Just like anything else, practice is important. So for this painting, I'm going to have 3 clusters of flowers. Now I'm going to paint a couple of birds in brown color. The brown is a mix of orange color and just ink. If you're new to my channel and not familiar with my mixing of color, please check out some other videos that I have in this channel. I've painted quite a lot of birds and flowers, so you have an idea of how I mix the color. For the chest, I take just a little bit of ink, and I never pre-mixed any color like some people has asked me before, because if you take a close-up look, you can tell the difference between freshly mixed ink versus pre-mixed ink. There is no leaves on the trees when the flowers are in full bloom. So I'm gonna just use ink to paint the flower buds and the branches. The flower buds are actually in some rustic color with short hair, and it's called the pubescens. I suppose you can try to paint it in brown color and make it a bit more realistic and close to the real object. In this painting, I'm gonna just keep it simple and use ink. I love using ink. There are a lot that you can do with just ink, and sometimes when you started out and wanted to paint and don't have time to pre-water the color, then you could just paint with ink. The other color that I use a lot is the orange color, because sometimes when you just paint with ink, you might want to add a touch of brown tone to it, and orange color is the only color that you need. I'm referring to my type of painting, which is birds and flowers. Now I'm going back to the flowers and paint the stamens and some details. As I said in my previous videos, I'm actually exaggerating the stamens. They are well hidden at the bottom of the flowers. Okay, this is a little too long, so I'm gonna fast forward this little section. Now I'm getting some deeper orange color to paint these like deeper lines on one side. Now I'm painting the interesting part of this painting, which is the seed pods. I had demonstrated how to paint seed pods or beans before in my previous painting. So if you have never seen it before, I'll leave a link below and then please check it out if you're interested. I'm actually painting just the dots of yellow color in a line, and then I'm going to paint a second layer on top of it to create the seed pods. You normally see the seed pods after the flowers are gone, but as you see in my video on the other side that they can coexist in certain period of time. It is very interesting to observe that when the trees are young, the seed pods are very short, and if the trees are older, then the seed pods are really, really long. When you first started Chinese painting, everyone started with like copying from some others or the masters, but then as you start to develop your own, or if you want to advance yourself, then you have to observe more. Going back to this painting, the seed pods are painted with yellow and a bit of ink. I love painting seed pods or beans because A, it looks really nice dangling down the trees and added some depth to the painting. The other thing is that it is so unique to Chinese painting. The second layer will never cover the first layer. It is very different from what you experience in acrylics or oil painting or in even the Western watercolor. I'm adding some touches of splasher. And then the last is the eyes. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell notification button so that you don't miss out the next update. I'll see you next time. Take care.